Welcome to the garden. I am excited to show you a little bit about what we got going on here, just so you know. Let's start right here in the front. So as you can see, we got lots of zinnias. These are self-seeding. They come up by themselves, and I'm happy to leave them there because they're beautiful. Down here we have what's called Stokes aster. It blooms beautiful purple blooms in the spring. Sometimes it blooms twice a year. It did one year, so I'm waiting to see if it'll bloom again this fall. But you can see it has interesting little seed pods that it leaves. You can cut them off when they're done or just leave them. They do get pretty bushy. We have right here what I believe is little blue stem. I have a vague memory of planting it, but it surprised me this year. It's kind of a grassy plant, but a good host plant and a good addition to a native garden. Let's see, my gnome fell over. All right, what have we here? This, I believe, is mountain mint. Just kidding, this is bee balm. It is prolific. It spreads all over the place, but it has a beautiful bloom as well, and it's just really nice to have purple blooms in the summer. There are two of these. They are wild indigo. The first one is bigger. I believe it had purple blooms. The one in the back is smaller. I believe it had white blooms. And as you can see, it has interesting seed pods that kind of rattle. So they're fun. I just leave the seed pods up because I think they're interesting. We have, this one doesn't look too good. This one died. This one's doing great. New Jersey tea. Interesting story about them is that during the Boston Tea Party, it was not not patriotic to have English tea, so people harvested the leaves from this plant to make tea with. It does have beautiful little fluffy white blooms in early springtime. It does lose its leaves in the winter, which I think is unfortunate. I was hoping it would be a nice little bushy plant for the front yard. Hasn't quite become that, but it is getting bigger, so maybe it still will. Let's see, what else do we have here? In this section, there's a couple of things going on. There's something called beard tongue, which has an interesting little flower. We have, oh man, I'm blanking on this. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But it has a fun purple bloom. This is just the dead head, but it's a, oh wait, it has a tag. That's right, I know what this is. Blazing Star. This is called Blazing Star, and I was thinking it would be nice to divide and spread it around. This right here looks grassy. It's called blue-eyed grass. There's some more in the back. It's a pretty prolific spreader, but it does have lovely little blooms, so I've been keeping it around. There's also a collection of just coneflowers and black-eyed Susans that come up here every year. This is aster. As you can see, it's starting to bloom. This is the first week of September, so we're kind of in between seasons here. A lot of the summer plants are starting to die back. We had those seed heads and dead blooms, but our fall plants are just starting to come out, so that's exciting. This is what I thought was going to be New England aster. New England aster I thought was supposed to be taller than this. Could be that the deer are eating it off, I don't know. It doesn't look particularly much on, but it's about a foot or so high at the highest parts, and it does spread, but it's super easy to pull up. So I mean, if I wanted to, I can just, oh, this one's gonna be tough. Never mind. I have successfully pulled it up, so you can divide it if you need to and move it around. This, I am pretty sure, is a mountain mint. It's been a pretty prolific spreader. I planted one, I'll show you, over on the other side, and now it's in several places around the yard, but that's okay with me because it's a great native plant and a great pollinator favorite. I've seen so many bees, butterflies, wasps, you name it, on this flower, so I'm happy to have it around. This one, as you can see, has some beautiful fall color. It is starting to already lose its leaves. It's a Virginia sweet spire. I think it's a great native substitution for, say, a butterfly bush. It has kind of these long white blooms in the spring. Absolutely gorgeous. And as I said, it does have some beautiful fall color, but it's dying off a little early this year. I think it's because we've had a little bit of a cooler a couple of weeks. Right here we got some blue mist flower. It's just starting to come out for the fall. Excited to see it. It's a pretty good spreader too, but it's also pretty easy to keep in check and to trim it back. I've got it all in this section. Right here we got a couple of tall plants. There is some more beard tongue in here that comes in early spring. Right here we have what's called New York ironweed. It comes out in the late summer, early fall. It's a tall plant with big purple flowers, beautiful. This one right here is called wing stem. You can tell because it actually has, I don't know if you can see it, it has like a wing on the stem, so that's how I remember that. It'll have yellow blooms. Right here. So I think this plant is looking a little bit bad because we got the house power washed, and I don't know if some of the solution just hasn't been great for my plants. But it is a beautyberry. This is the native variety of beautyberry. There is a Chinese version as well, but this is definitely the native. The berries are edible. They don't taste like much, but I have seen recipes for jam. They're a great favorite of birds. And then last but not least, right here in the corner is my favorite plant. This is, I don't know if you can tell how tall it is, pretty massive. Joe Pye weed. I call him Joe. It started out with one little sprig, and now we have 5 or 6 sprigs, and I'm sure next year there'll be 7 or 10 sprigs. These, if you can tell, these big blooms were just big purple blooms, absolutely covered with happy bees. In fact, bees like to sleep on this at night, so that was really fun to come out and see them. Anyway, that is the side yard. Thank you for joining my tour.